Chapter 16 of The Diamond Master by Jacques Futrelle. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Chapter 16. Mr. Czenki Explains. Fairly drunk with excitement, his lean face, usually expressionless, now flushed and working strangely, and his beady black eyes aglitter, Mr. Czenki reeled into the study where Mr. Latham and Mr. Schultz sat awaiting Mr. Burns. He raised one hand, enjoining silence, closed the door, locked it, and placed the key in his pocket, after which he turned upon Mr. Latham. "He makes them, man! He makes them!" he burst out between gritted teeth. "Don't you understand? He makes them!" Mr. Latham, astonished and a little startled, came to his feet. The phlegmatic German sat still, staring at the expert without comprehension. Mr. Czenki's thin fist was clenched under his employer's nose, and the jeweler drew back a little, vaguely alarmed. "I don't understand what," he began. "The diamonds," Mr. Czenki interrupted, and the long pent-up excitement within him burst into a flame of impatience. "The diamonds! He makes them! Don't you see? The diamonds! He manufactures them!" "Gott in Himmel!" exclaimed Mr. Schultz, and it was anything but an irreverent ejaculation. He arose. "The miracle has come to pass! We must have known! We must have known!" "Millions and millions of dollars' worth of them, even billions for all we know," the expert rushed on in incoherent violence. "A sum greater than all the combined wealth of the world in the hands of one man. Think of it!" Mr. Latham only gazed at him blankly, and he turned instinctively to the one who understood, Mr. Schultz. "Think of the mind that achieved it, man!" He collapsed into a chair and sat looking at the floor, his fingers writhing within one another, muttering to himself. Mr. Latham was a cold, sane, unimaginative man of business. As yet the full import of it all hadn't reached him. He stared dumbly, first at Mr. Czenki, then at Mr. Schultz. There was not even incredulity in the look, only faint amazement that two such well-balanced men should have gone mad at once. At last the German importer turned upon him flatly. "Why don't you get excited about it, Latham?" he demanded. "He is all right, not crazy," he added with whimsical assurance. "He is telling you that those diamonds are made like doughnuts, manufactured, put together. Don't you get it?" He ran off into guttural German expletives, and slowly the idea began to dawn upon Mr. Latham. The diamonds Mr. Wynne had shown were not real, then. They were artificial. It was some sort of swindle. Of course! But the experts had agreed that they were diamonds, real diamonds. Perhaps they had been deceived, or by George! Did these two men mean to say that they were real diamonds, but that they were manufactured? Mr. Latham's tidy little imagination balked at that. Absurd! Whoever heard of a diamond as big as the Koh-i-Noor, or the Regent, or the Orloff being made? They were crazy, the pair of them. "Do I understand," he demanded in a tone of deliberate annoyance, "that you, Czenki, and you, Schultz, expect me to believe that those diamonds we saw were not natural, but were real diamonds turned out by machinery in a diamond factory? Is that what you are driving at?" "That is," declared the German bluntly. "It was coming in time, Latham. It was coming, of course, and I have always noticed that whatever is coming, does come." Made as you make marbles?" Mr. Czenki repeated monotonously. "Yes, it had to come, but imagine the insuperable difficulties that one brain had to surmount." He passed a thin hand across his flushed brow, and was thoughtfully silent. "I don't believe it," asserted Mr. Latham tartly. "It's impossible. I don't believe it," and sat down. "It don't matter much whether you believe it or not," remarked the German, in a tone of resignation. "If it is, it is." And all those diamonds in your place and mine are not worth much more than a bushel of potatoes." Mr. Latham turned away from him, half angrily, and glared at the expert, who was still regarding the floor. "What do you know about this, anyway, Czenki?" he demanded. "How do you know he makes them? Have you seen him make them?" Thus directly addressed, Mr. Czenki looked up, and the living flame of wonder within his eyes flickered and died. In silence for a minute or more he studied the unconcealed skepticism in his employer's face, and then asked slowly: "Do you know what diamonds are, Mr. Latham?" "There is some theory that they are pure carbon crystallized." "They are that," declared the expert impatiently. "Do you know that diamonds have been made?" "Oh, I read something about it, yes, but what I " "Every schoolboy knows how to make a diamond, Mr. Latham. If pure carbon is heated to approximately 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and simultaneously subjected to a pressure of approximately 6,000 tons to the square inch, it becomes a diamond. And there's no theory about that. That's a fact. The difficulty has always been to apply the knowledge we have in a commercially practicable way. In other words, to isolate a carbon that is absolutely pure, and invent a method of applying the heat and pressure simultaneously. It has been done, Mr. Latham. It has been done. Don't you understand what it means to—" With an effort he repressed the returning excitement, which found vent in a rising voice and quick, nervous gestures of the hands. After a moment he went on: "Half a score of scientists have made diamonds, minute particles no larger than one point of a pin. Professor Henri Moissan of Paris went further, and by use of an electric furnace produced diamonds as large as a pin head. You may remember that when I first met Mr. Wynne, he inquired if I had not done some special work for Professor Moissan. I had. I tested the diamonds he made, and they were diamonds. I dare say the suggestion Mr. Wynne conveyed to me by that question, that is, the suggestion of manufactured diamonds, had been carefully planned, for he is a wonderful young man, Mr. Wynne, a wonderful young man." He paused a moment. "We know that he had millions and millions of dollars' worth of them. We know because we saw them. And who can tell how many billions more there are? The one man holds in his hand the power to overturn the money values of the earth." "But how do you know he makes them?" demanded Mr. Latham, returning to the main question. "He suggested it by his question," Mr. Czenki went on. "That suggestion lingered in my mind. When the detective, Mr. Burns, reported that Mr. Wynne was an importer of brown sugar, I was on the point of advancing a theory that the diamonds were manufactured. Because of all known substances, burnt brown sugar is richest in carbon. But you, Mr. Latham, had discredited a previous suggestion of mine, and I didn't suggest it. Instead, that night I personally began an investigation to see what disposition was made of the sugar. I found that the ships discharged their cargoes in Hoboken, that the sugar was there loaded on barges, and those barges hauled up a small stream to a little town of Coaldale, all consigned to a Mr. Hugo Kellner. It took Friday, all day Saturday, and a great part of today to learn all this. This afternoon I went to see Kellner. I found him murdered." He stated it merely as an inconvenient incident. "In the room with the body were Mr. Burns, Chief Arkwright of the New York police, and another New York detective. I had glanced at the story of Red Haney and the diamonds in the morning paper, and from Mr. Burns' presence I surmised something of the truth. I was instantly placed under arrest for the murder. The murder of this man I had never seen, the real diamond master, the man who achieved it all." He was silent for a moment, as if from infinite weariness. "Mr. Wynne came, and Miss Kellner, granddaughter of the dead man. He saw me and understood. Between us we contrived that I should be taken away as the murderer, and so to prevent an immediate search of the house. I made no denial. I permitted myself to be taken. Some mistake as to identity. I proved an alibi by the shipping men in Hoboken. The diamonds are there, untold millions of dollars' worth of them. The diamond master is dead." Mr. Latham had been listening, as if dazed, to the hurried, somewhat disconnected narrative. Mr. Schultze, keener to comprehend all that the story meant, was silent for a moment. "Then if all those men know all he told us, Latham," he remarked finally, "our diamonds are not worth any more than potatoes already." "But they don't know!" Mr. Czenki burst out fiercely. "Don't you understand? Haney, or somebody, killed Mr. Kellner and stole some uncut diamonds. You must have seen the newspaper account of it to day. The New York police traced Haney's course to Coaldale and to that house. But all they know is that $60,000 worth of uncut stones were stolen. There was not even a suggestion to them of the millions and millions of dollars worth that were manufactured. Don't you understand? I permitted myself to be accused and arrested, knowing I could establish an alibi, in order to lead them away from there and gain time, at least, to give Mr. Wynne an opportunity of hiding the other diamonds, if they were there. He understood what I was trying to do and fell in with the plan. He knew that I knew the diamonds were made. Mr. Burns doesn't know. No one knows but you and me and Mr. Wynne and perhaps the girl. But don't you see, if you don't accept the proposition he made, the diamond market of the world is ruined. You are ruined." "But how do you know they are made?" insisted Mr. Latham doggedly. "You've never seen them made, have you?" "Latham." "Mein Gott, Latham, how do you know when you have a boil on the back of your neck? You can't see it." Mr. Schultze turned to Mr. Czenki. "The three of us will go and see Mr. Wynne. It is a miracle. It is, and it don't do any good to say it ain't." Chapter 17